got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Ball trying to pick up this 3rd and short. Soft spot in the middle. He stopped at the 32. It'll be a first down in the waning seconds of the half. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking to throw on first down. Gets it out fast. Knocked down immediately, but a nice pickup on that one. Still some work to do after that last completion at 2nd down. Back to pass. Looking for the end zone. And it's caught. Touchdown, Memphis.
Let's just call it like it is. Staff has been ugly for this offense. Not a lot to cheer about until that play right there. They finally score. We've seen crazy things happen in college football. They're way down on the scoreboard right now, but anything can happen, and anything can change after you score like that.
And he's going to bring this one out. Pulled down at the 18, and the decision to bring it out of the end zone was not a good one. So let's see how they play it in this final 30 seconds of the first half. Gives it on the option. And he broke one tackle on the way to a solid pickup there. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Making side adjustments here. 2nd and short, maybe looking for a shot. Got his man on the right. Finally forced out of bounds. Maybe a step shy of midfield. They'll mark it at the 49. Just enough time for one final play in this half. To the air on first down. Oh, they're after him. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. And he's dragged down after the interception, and that's how we'll close out the first half. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Guys, 2 quarters down, and I've got to say, this has been a fun watch so far in Memphis. And this has just been a passing clinic, really, by both offenses. They've effectively stretched these defenses, forcing the secondaries to cover every blade of grass, and they've still racked up big plays. Man or zone, pick your poison, or lay some blame at the feet of those pass rushers who can't do anything against the maulers on that offensive line. And with that, let's send it back to the fellas at Simmons Bank Liberty Stadium.
Thanks for that breakdown, Kevin. The Tigers will boot it away to start the second half. Here's the return from inside his 10. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. If it's working, why change it? And that running game was working in the first half. I imagine we'll see a lot more of it here in the third quarter.
And you just know the offensive line. Put this on us. Let us continue to go out there, push these guys around. We can put this game on our back and end this thing by running the ball.
And this is a manhood question for this defense. Like, as a defensive lineman, and you're pounding the rock, like, I got to physically rise to this challenge. This defense has to play more inspired and more physical in the second half.
We thought we might see some of this. They'll go to the Wildcat formation here. Snap to the back. Moving, keeping the eyes downfield. And he scoots his way to the first down and then slides to avoid the hit. Quarterback empties his backfield. Looking to throw on first down. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down. Second down coming.
Well, the offense has had their way all game long up to this point. Finally, the defense is able to make a play. And I'll tell you, after that hit, that receiver is going to be thinking twice about running that route again.
There he goes. Into enemy territory and out of bounds at the 48.
This offense has a lot of different ways they can attack you, and you're going to see the entire playbook at work in this game. Throwing it, running it, and getting guys the ball out on the perimeter. Great job.
The give on the inside. Across the 35. Ripping through the defense and getting it all the way down to the 24-yard line.
Well, that's why this running game can be so dynamic. This guy is special when he has the football in his hands. He can make people miss, he can run with power, and he also has speed. You saw it on that last play.
Wants to go up top on first down. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down.
Yeah, and you just wonder if the defense now is taking out some frustration. Obviously, they've been getting lit up all over the place, and that time they finally gave it back to the offense there. Really nice, big, clean hit. This defense needs a little bit more of that as the game goes on.
He's run out of bounds after the big gain, and they are in business, first and goal. Georgia comes quickly to the line. He wants to throw it. Finds his big tight end. Touchdown, Dogs! And the beatdown has ensued. On to attempt the try. Field shrinks, tight end grows. Big targets, big results.
I've never heard it put that way, but you're dang right. That guy is so big. A lot of times you get a DB matched up on him. He can just post him up. A linebacker, he can run by him. So that's why these tight ends are so dangerous down here in this red zone.
They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. And the coverage team able to make the tackle. Here comes that Memphis offense back onto the field. They took advantage of outstanding field position the last time they had it, and now they'll have a little more work to do to get on the board. He stopped dead in his tracks again. No running room to be found. They keep trying and have had very little success. They'll send the back in motion. Looking to throw, it's Baldridge. He's brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up.
How about the job and recognition by the defense? They knew exactly what they were trying to set up, and they had multiple defenders surrounding that intended target so that there was nowhere for him to go once he caught the ball.
And down he goes back at the 3.
And I wish I could bring you some hope, but, man, this defense, again, you know, they already got the lead. They got their ears pinned back. They're rushing the quarterback. I know this one's over, but offensively, let's find a way to protect our guy.
Memphis will be forced to punt. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. Sometimes avoiding disaster is the best thing. The punter just gets it out of there. He's got great speed. Returns like that are why you don't settle for the fair catch if you don't have to. Picks up just a little bit of yards to help out the O. We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. A little screen to the running back. Got the completion, but nowhere to go as that defense reacted quickly.
Nice job by the defense suffocating this offense. They were ready for it. Nice job getting them on the ground, making a tackle. And here we go. This offense is trying to do something, trying to get some momentum, right back on the ball, running the no-huddle.
And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be 3rd down.
The big tight end tries to make a catch, and you can tell he extends for the ball, but great job by the defender getting in there, making the hit, dislodging the football out at the same time as he's going to catch it, and the big tight end couldn't hold on to it.
Offense breaks the huddle on 3rd down. Give to the running back. That'll be enough for the 1st down as they mark it down at the 31-yard line. Georgia coming out with a fresh set of downs. Goes to the option. Quick toss. Got the 1st down and more. Perfectly timed on that pitch, and they pick up the 1st down on the play. Georgia going back to work with another 1st down. He'll keep it himself. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? They'll give it to the back. Picked up maybe a yard. It's down at the 16.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Bought a little time, lets it go. Snags it over the middle. He's brought down, but he's got him inside the 10. 1st and goal from the 8. So close to cashing it in for this offense. Touchdown Bulldogs! And they take it in for 6 more points. And at this point, they're just rubbing their noses in it.
There's nothing positive to be able to take away from this. You got beat down, you move on to the next game, start working on the next opponent. This one's over.
And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Week to week, it's so tough to figure the ACC, which is why this one is notable. Florida State is in the unusual position of having to come from behind right now, but there's not a soul who doesn't believe they can't pull this off. They're trailing by just 4 to never know what's going to happen in the ACC, and we'll circle back if anything develops. Phyllis?
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. They're dealing with a 2nd and long.
Well, I know the tight end did some good things after the catch, but got to give the quarterback credit, too, for the location of the throw. Because he put it out in front of his big man, he was able to...
There he goes to the left. How about this freshman leading him on the chase and making the big play after the catch? The offense getting set for a 1st down from the 45. They'll move the wide receiver. Handoff from the gun. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. The Tigers have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. Did everything he could to discard the tacklers, but he was just able to get back to where he started. Wow, this offense is just stuck in the mud. They've already punted 4 times, and it's 3rd down now. Oh, they really could have used that catch. Their physical pass defense, it brings up a 4th down. Memphis will send the punt team onto the field. That leg is staying loose. Already the 5th kick of the night. He'll get away another punt. He's been really active today, and no doubt he's going to earn his varsity letter. Really good job by the coverage team to make the stop, and that's where they'll put it in play. They'll open this drive from their own 42-yard line. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
You got to have that defense you know you can go to in running situations. Your base defense where you say, okay, this is where I'm going to start, and I'm going to stop the run, stuff it up front. My guys play big up front. And then if I need to add some blitzes to it later on down the road, I can. But great job in the base defense making the play.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down. From the shotgun, the handoff to the back. That'll be enough for the 1st down as they stop him at the 43-yard line. Clock winds inside, a minute to play here in the 3rd.
This is a top 25 offense in college football, and I like what they do. They can run the football on 3rd downs when they need to. They show you right there. They've got some balance to them. They really know who they are. They have a good identity, and that's why they've been so successful this season.
Quarterback adjusting the pattern. Now the play fake. Strong pass rush gets to the quarterback, and they get him at the 46. Now a lot of work to do to move the chain after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep. Got him downfield. They're going to stop him short, and man, we haven't seen a lot of that. This offense has been a machine on 3rd down. Gets enough for the 1st down, but not sure they'll get another play off here in the 3rd quarter. Well, guys, it's Georgia holding the lead at the end of the quarter. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. They go back to work in the final period of this one. Looking downfield on 1st down. Going for it all. Touchdown, Georgia! They went for it all, and it paid off with the score. That'll give them a little more breathing room as they try to push this winning streak to 5.
Points, points, and more points. This offense has had their way. They just keep their foot on the gas, keep putting up points, keep putting up touchdowns. And you know what? This is one of those stats days. You look back and you're like, that guy had 12 touchdowns on the year. Well, 4 or 5 of them might have been in this game.
On the run from inside his 25. Nice, just enough space to cross the 25. Let's mark it at the 27-yard line. Defense not showing press coverage. Use the play fake, now to throw. And his first pass is incomplete. It's tough to come in and fire one early. Working well behind the sticks on second down. Couldn't connect on first down, now back to the air. Can't quite make the connection there. Might have led him a little too much. Third down conversion's always a huge stat, and they've got a 3rd and long from the 27. From the gun, wants to pass. Makes the grab, it's Fareed. They make the stop just across the 30 at the 31. It's 4th down. Memphis will be forced to punt. They'll be forced to kick for the 6th time tonight. And the punt team able to sling him to the ground. And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great execution. They've done exactly what they've wanted to do. Build the lead. Now Palmer's a different animal. Now you got to protect him.
You can tell they were paying attention in practice this week in the film room because they have gone out, everybody right now on the same page.
Throws to the wideout. Beautifully thrown ball. Terrific catch, and they'll have the first down. Georgia going up tempo.
If you're going to be in the Heisman picture, you got to make plays week in, week out at receiver, and that's what he does. He's a good route runner. He's reliable, and he's got speed to take it to the house. Top 5 in the nation right now in receiving yards.
Offense lining up quickly.
That's a great example of the defense there tackling the catch. As soon as the big fella caught the ball, down he went, not picking up the first.
Second down, they'll go to the air. Deep shot for the end zone. It's picked off, and that's number 10. He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover. Memphis has the ball back, and the offense ready to go to work. Hands it off. Got room on the return. The 50. He's at the 40. The 20. Past the 10. And he slipped through the crowd, and he'll house it. Touchdown, Tigers.
Well, it's good to finally see this offense have a little bit of success because that has not been the case in this game. Nothing has gone their way. They keep shooting themselves in the foot. You know, guys, coaches are always trying to find things to build on, and this is at least something late in this game, scoring that touchdown that hopefully helps build their confidence the next time they take the field.
Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Offense working from the pistol. Might be calling a hot route. First play of the drive, wants to throw. Plucks it out of the air. Brought down at the 28, but it's a 10-yard gain. Now on first down from the 28.
And I don't know if this defense knows what just hit them because they gave up the completion, they gave up a first down, and now here's the offense back up at the line of scrimmage again, going tempo.
Makes the catch. He stopped just a chain link or two away from the first down and sets them up beautifully here.
And that's why this QB's speed is such an asset. He can use it to his advantage, buy himself time to make a nice throw down the field.
They'll get him down, but not before he crosses the 50. He's down to the 49. Georgia ready to dial it up on another first down. Use the play fake, now to throw. And the quarterback will be slugged down back at the 43. The Dogs trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. They'll go to work in the air on second down. The sweet feet buy a little time. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
And the QB leaves the pocket, and he scrambles out, and he goes to his right. And I love how he keeps his eyes down the field, trying to make a play, trying to throw the football, but the relentless chase, I love it. Getting to the quarterback. He throws an inaccurate pass because he gets whacked as he throws the football. Nice job chasing by the defense.
He is stopped at the 47-yard line, and that's not nearly enough to move the chains. on 4th down, going to the air. It's dropped, and oh, what a tough way to end this drive. Are stopped on 4th down. That decision will be questioned. Wants to throw on 1st down. Quickly out to the tight end. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. 2nd down coming up. We'll see if this offensive line is ready for the blitz. They're working that left side. And not much doing there as that defense runs him out of bounds. They'll snap it from the 48 on 3rd and short. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires to the wideout. He's got it. He gets it to the 38-yard line, and they'll pick up a fresh set of downs. Last completion got them a 1st down. Let's see what they do now. Looking to throw again. And he drops it just a little too slippery in the hands. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Wants to go up top. A little release to the back. And he's going to lose yardage. He was looking everywhere for just a little grass and a little air, and none to be found. On 3rd and long, you'll need to push it downfield. Stands in and takes the hit.
At this point of the game in the 4th quarter, it is going to be tough for this offense to get some completions here because now, trailing by this much, the defense is expecting pass, and they're putting a whole bunch of extra DBs on the field to help them out in coverage.
He's not afraid to go deep. And it's almost intercepted in the end zone. It's caught, but he's out of bounds. Just an incomplete pass and a bullet dodged by this offense. Looking to throw on 1st down. Bought a little time, lets it go. This one's complete. Georgia comes quickly to the line. To the air on 2nd down. Trying to set up the screen. Fighting off the defender. They'll finally drag him down, but not before he gets it to the 40, and it's a 1st down. New set of downs after the completion. They'll run it to keep this clock grinding. And they'll stop him after a minimal pickup. After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. 4th quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. Probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute. You got to be aware, but you've got this game in hand so long as you don't turn it over.
We've reached a 2-minute timeout. In all likelihood, they could just run the clock out. We'll see if they want to rub a little salt in the wound. And the Dogs come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep this drive moving.